continuing from where we left off, I pressed the wrong button, so this will unfortunately be a two-part series. Look at me go, two-part series like I matter. Well, like I'm some hotshot. What you're gonna want to do, take the rest of your spool, coil it up, and put it over there. Landed. Cool. Now, what you have here, what you should have by now, is two wires, positive, negative, connected up to your pod light through your hood. And don't be a dumbass and accidentally cut the insulation like I did. Now, I'm going to put the hood back on the tractor. No, we're going to heat shrink these first. So grab 2 pieces of heat shrink. It can be whatever color you want. I'm using this black stuff. No, I won't. I won't. Not wide enough for the 2 wires at the end. 2 yellow. These 2 yellow pieces of shrink wrap. If I come over to the size chart here, it doesn't make much sense, but there's 2 sizes of yellow. There's an 80 count yellow. Shrinks down to 1.5 millimeter. Or no, it comes as 1.5 mil. And a 20 count yellow. It's a 6 millimeter interior diameter. I'm using these 6 mils to get across this and to get over that. So what you're gonna want to do is run the heat shrink along the wires to there, like. Once you get to this point, you want to have them like this, like so. You want to have the heat shrink over the wire connection there. I just added these zip ties as a bump stop and to make it easier. And yes, those have been shrink wrapped. I used heat shrinked. I used clear. That's what was in the box in the right size. So you're just going to want to zip tie these together, bump stop, and to hold the wires together just a little bit easier for everybody, including the heat shrink. I know, it's not a body, so on and so forth. And then we'll come back when I shrink those and put the hood back on the machine. Alright, so now we have the hood back on the machine. Wires running up over, gravity's helping me out here. You're going to want to leave your wires long because you want to be able to open your fucking hood. Trust me, I accidentally wired my hood once. Shut once. I wired the lights in, closed the hood, zip tied the wires to the air vents in the hood, tried to open the hood, and then I said, well, shit. Yeah. Laugh at my expense. It's worth it. So what I'm going to do is strip these. I don't know. I don't remember what I did with my negative terminal. Terminal. There. Terminal. And I have this switch here. Now this is the part that I could have used a tutorial for, but I didn't, so I did it wrong. Welded the goddamn wire to the battery. It's this switch here. This is not a tap it into the system and put the ground on it as well. This is only and will only be an extension of the positive wire. Trust me on that, you'll weld shit together, make sparks, smoke, your battery will boil. My battery will boil. Yours won't if you have a good battery in it. My battery does not. which is why this doesn't run yet. 6 months into owning it. I got it last October. Haven't heard it run yet once. I replaced the key. The solenoid, the starter. And on a full charge battery, it spins once or twice, fast as hell. And it just sounds like my battery is boiling. So either today or tomorrow, I'll be putting a new battery in it. From my grandmother's mower, actually, because batteries are $60 for a battery. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you're saving for a car. When you've only got a little over $1,000 and you're saving for a car. What was I going on about? Oh yeah. Wiring these up the right way. Now remember, white's positive, brown is negative. Unless, of course, you did it backwards. Then brown's positive, white's negative. Which is like my grandfather. My father's farm tractor. Something went kaflooey in it once upon a time. And now, when you're putting the trickle charge on it to sustain it overnight, you put the red to red and the black to red. Very confusing. There we go. You now should have a negative terminal wired to your negative wire, and your negative wire ran to a switch, which is ran to a negative terminal, to positive terminal. You should have your positive wire to a switch, which is going to a positive terminal. And now I'm going to connect this mess back to the battery. And hopefully it turns on and nothing explodes. Okie dokie. So, I'll shut a couple lights off. I'm going to leave that lamp on. I'm going to leave my lamp on because it's fucking dark down here. There, minimal lighting. Just a lamp. Now, hopefully, if done correctly, these will turn on in 3, 2. Oh, that hurts. Shit! Oh, I'm recording. I hope it's just these. I hope it's just the connections up by the hood, but I won't tell. That's how you wire them up. Forgot my pop. Bye-bye.